What's up? What's up? What's up? Yo, it's your boy Podrey, and if you see by the title, this is for folks with spinal cord injuries, cerebral palsy, um, folks with disabilities, whether it be physical or mental, um, spiritual, emotional. Right here is a video of um, Lauren Hill and Wyclef. They doing some collaboration, but I had something on my mind. I want to get it off my chest. I want to get it off my thoughts. Um, I'm a quadriplegic, and for at least maybe 14 years, I've been on the internet searching for information on disabilities, especially quadriplegia, and different treatments and any research. And, I've looked at the Mayo Clinic, Christopher Reeves, uh, Foundation. I've looked up information from different hospitals, um, Cleveland, Louisville. Um, there's some clinics overseas, and it's usually the same information. It's usually, like going down a rabbit hole. You go down and you might branch off here and there and get something that you haven't, seen before or heard before. So it'll be some slightly new information, but for the most part, it's the same information. And I never thought about looking up any local groups that might be in my city. People who get together and they talk, do things together. Um, and I think that would have helped out a lot. Um, so that's basically part of my mission that I want to start getting into. I have terrible spasms. It's like my legs, they turn to the right, and then my back arches straight up and like towards the ceiling, and my chest, it like goes to the left, so I'm pretty twisted up. And for all these years, I've gotten with my neurologist, and we've tried different medications, and we've tried to, you know, we've I've tried taking them at different strengths, at different times of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of experimenting on trying to find the right dosage or the right medication. And so, here it is. After 20 something years, we're done with trying to find something orally. And something crazy about the research that I was doing. Every time I looked up something, something about cerebral palsy will pop up. I get frustrated. So I'm not looking for information on cerebral palsy. I'm looking up information on quadriplegia. Well, here it is years later. And the one thing that I think will help me out the most is something that have been helping out children with cerebral palsy. It's a procedure called selective dorsal rhizotomy, SDR. And what they do is they take this electro machine, kind of like E-stems, electro stimulation, and they trigger, the nerve that they trigger nerves separately, so they can see which muscle group is going to react. Now, hopefully, I get with the team that's going to, help me get everything situated. And we talk about the major areas that I need help with. And so then whenever they get to the part with electrical stimulation, they'll find all the right groups. Now, once they find the right groups and we go into surgery, they'll open up like a little area above my spinal cord. They'll remove some bone to get down to the nerves. It's like the central highway of nerves. And they'll check again which nerve goes to which group. And they'll know which group they're looking for because they had already tested it. And they'll clip that string, that nerve string. And hopefully, whatever signal my brain sends down these fibers, since it's clipped, it won't be able to jump that bridge in order to get to that muscle group. So, yeah, man. The most I've had for a motivational group has been from my family who takes care of me. And we go through frustrating times. And sometimes I've had to get talked to, chastised. I don't know if chastise is the right word, but talked to in order for me to, start studying again. Family can motivate you a lot, especially if you care about them. And making this video right here, it's like any group of people who really give a damn, they might be able to motivate any of us to get up off our ass and do a little something extra that's supposed to benefit us. I think we all need mentors and people that motivate us whenever we're not actually on our jobs. Our job in life is to take care of ourselves. And so, I know I personally get to a point where I'm constantly in thought, but thought gets me nowhere without action. But still, I get tired of thinking, and it's hard to bitch and moan because I take full accountability of me having my disability. And that's what brought me to where I am today. So anyway, I guess my question is, are there any um, groups out there for quadriplegics and people who take care of quadriplegics? Um, we need updated information. We need updated trials. We need updated. Um, we just, we need updated stuff. Period. You know, they did epidural stimulations. Well, the FDA does not consider that legitimate here in the United States, but in India, somewhere around the UK, you know, they've done it, they've tested it, and they've used it. They've gotten back some good results. And Louisville, they did some um, research on it, but they still hadn't gotten approved to, you know, to be able to work on everybody else. They did a case study. And so, you know, during these frustrating times, you know, it's nice to be able to free my mind without having extra vibes that I'm not trying to feel. You know, there's good vibes, and then there's those vibes that you could do without. So I've always tried to motivate others, and then sometimes I just need that extra little oomph to motivate myself. And it's hard, but it can be done, has been done. So I'm hoping that if you're watching this video, you'll do what you can do to find folks who understand you, who might have gone through something similar. Um, it's hard to understand what people go through if you had not gone through something very similar. You know, having empathy, you know, goes a long way. It's better than sympathy. Because I don't think none of us want sympathy. I don't. But I'm really hoping that this SDR will help me. Because if it helps me, it helps my family. And that's what I care about. If it was just me, oh man, I'd be in a bad situation. I really would. You know, I have to pay for around the clock care. And since I like my privacy, you know, when you got around the clock clear, I mean, round the clock care. And these are strangers in your house. It's not comfortable. So anyway, you know, if I was living by myself, I'd have to have that. and it's uncomfortable. Um, the type of care that I need, it takes a certain touch, and not everybody has that. Nursing homes, they suck. Hospitals, they suck. Retirement homes. I've been in one, and it sucked. So it's like everybody's understaffed and did at the same time. I'm not an asshole type to where, I'm going to sit back and be like it's all about me. Just take care of me. Even though I know you got other shit to do. I don't, I think of the other person. And so, being in these facilities, I know there's other people who may be going through something worse than me. So then that's when I go into that position of just give me my bare minimum and you don't have to hear from me. Get me straight, get me comfortable, and I'm good. But my body go, my body goes through changes. And this change that I've gone through now, it's too much. So I got to get with my docs, and hopefully this procedure will be done and I'll get my independence back, and everything will be helpful. So, like I say, this video, it goes out to folks with some type of disability. You know, um, if you find it hard to motivate yourself in a way to, we need the motivation where at least every day we're trying to find some information. 15, 20, 30 minutes out of the day. Trying to find more information. Studying the information that we already have. Sometimes it might spark up a new question. But then, if there's any groups out there, if you're feeling alone with this, or if you're feeling that you need someone to talk to that's on your level, then I'm hoping that you find what you're looking for. And just be careful. There's a lot of scum, and they prey on folks like us. So I'm gonna get off of here, and hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good morning. Leave me a comment down below. If you want to spark up a conversation, and bounce ideas off each other. Alright? Peace.